Synopsis: Blue Dolphins the Novel by Makāula. Set in Hawaii at the turn of the millennium 2000 to 2001, Blue Dolphins is a work of fiction deeply informed by the author's own life as a longtime AIDS survivor. The novel captures the brutal reality of a time when the local queer community was transitioning from the devastating death sentence era of the 1980s to the complicated hope of early HAART cocktail therapies. Even as new survival emerges, a deep-seated fear remains, while the circuit scene, anchored by massive events like the inaugural Volcano Party, flourishes as a vibrant sanctuary of trance music and belonging. In this era, transgender individuals exist under a harsh light of judgment from both straight and gay society, long before modern non-binary or X-gender vocabularies provided a shield. The story focuses on a chosen family meeting at Queen's Surf Beach in Waikīkī. Hanalei, part Hawaiian graphic designer, who recently transplanted back to Oahu. Spiraling into addiction to numb the crushing loneliness and grief of losing his partner, Kevin, alongside the weight of his own HIV status and declining health. Coco, a transgender woman whose life-affirming transition triggers an unexpected gift: the ability to see auras, physically feel the pain, and read the energy of those around her. Jim, a part Japanese, a dancer seeking fleeting moments of excitement within the neon maze of the burgeoning club scene, utilizing looks and fame to avoid his own fears. As their weekend friendship evolves into a profound bond, they move beyond the rhythmic pulse of the dance floor to reveal their hidden struggles and the transition from the chaos of youth to the contemplative prime of life. Their journey leads them from the crowded dance floors of Honolulu to the spiritual dust of the Nevada desert, and finally back to Hanalei's birthplace on the Big Island. Woven with Hawaiian myth, legend, and the tradition of Makāula, guardian spirits, the narrative suggests that an invisible world is guiding their paths across time and space, proving that once the islands call to you, the search for love becomes an irresistible tide. Ultimately, it is a story of how those lost in paradise survive the unimaginable, stop running from their pasts, and find peace in the present. The Tides of Eternal Allure, a journey into the heart of love. Have you ever met someone who yearns deeply to be loved, yet is paralyzed by the fear of opening up? They remain confined within a self-imposed cage, even though they possess a rare beauty, not just in their features, but in a genuine, compassionate soul that offers warmth without judgment. Or perhaps you have encountered the wanderer, athletic, sharp-witted, and impeccably dressed, who moves through a constant cycle of encounters. They seek intimacy in every bed they find, yet remain caught in a relentless circle, never finding the one to settle with in a true happily ever after. Then there is the soul who is simply lost. Once vibrant and fulfilled, their life has shattered, leaving them haunted by the ghosts of past romances. They wander the ruins of their own heart, losing the very will to continue. Love is the most challenging theme of a human life. We crave it, we fail at it, and then we try again and again, hoping for a different result. But why is love so haunting in its complexity? What is the true nature of this force that can both build and destroy us? You see the patterns of human longing across 1,000 stories, yet the mystery remains. Have you ever loved someone so dearly that the mere thought of losing them feels like a physical blow? Are you with someone right now who feels like the final destination of your journey? This story takes you deep into that understanding. Set in a tropical paradise, the island of Hawaii vibrates with the mysterious allure. Once you hear its calling, the call of true love, it is impossible to resist. The tides of the Pacific do not just move the water, they move the spirit, pulling you to surf the waves of your own life toward an unknown, breathtaking horizon. When the island of love calls, the temptation is absolute. Will you answer? The Resilience of the Soul, an introduction to Blue Dolphins. In the crucible of adversity, the human spirit is most brilliantly defined by its capacity for courage, resolve, and profound compassion. These virtues form the bedrock of resilience, serving as a compass through life's most harrowing trials. In his compelling historical narrative, Blue Dolphins, author Makāula navigates the turbulent waters of personal struggle and identity, offering a poignant exploration of what it means to endure. Blue Dolphins immerses readers in the tumultuous lives of characters, wrestling with both internal demons and the unforgiving pressures of the outside world. From Hanali's arduous quest for self-acceptance amidst the HIV/AIDS crisis era, to Jim's search for purpose and Coco's pursuit of meaning, each figure confronts their unique tribulations with unwavering resolve. Their intertwined stories serve as a powerful testament to the transformative nature of perseverance, capturing a specific historical moment when identity and survival were inextricably linked. At the heart of Nakae's narrative is a sensitive exploration of gender identity and the intricate nuances of self-discovery. With empathy and grace, the author moves through the subtleties of the human experience, inviting readers to witness the triumphs of those living in a world that often struggles to embrace difference. Beyond individual struggle, the novel emphasizes the vital roles of empathy and community. As the characters anchor one another through their darkest hours, the story highlights how radical kindness can foster a more inclusive society, challenging readers to examine their own perceptions and deepen their understanding of those navigating the margins of history. As the waves of adversity crash against the iconic shores of Waikīkī, Blue Dolphins emerges as a beacon of hope and empowerment. It serves as a vital reminder that through resilience, community, and the grace of acceptance, we can navigate even the most daunting currents and emerge with a spirit more resilient than before. Beta reader and reviewer highlights. Summarized from Japanese reader feedback. The following insights reflect the impact of the narrative on its audience. My work has found a strong resonance with a broad demographic, particularly women in their 30s to 50s. They find themselves drawn to Hanale and Coco's journey, seeing the character struggles not as different, but as a more intense version of the challenges everyone faces. There is a clear appetite among these readers for authentic historical narratives that reveal the lived reality of the LGBTQ+ community at the turn of the millennium. Emotional resonance. Readers reported a profound sense of unity with the characters, experiencing their grief and triumphs as if they were their own. Spiritual transformation. Many describe the reading experience as experiential, noting a shift in their own perception of reality and a deepening of their inner peace. Atmospheric immersion. Reviewers praise the writing for its ability to transport them, whether to the sacred heights of Machu Picchu or the salt-sprayed shores of Waikīkī, describing the imagery as vivid and kaleidoscopic. Universal truths. Despite the specific historical settings, readers found the themes of gratitude, resilience, and soul growth to be timeless and deeply nourishing. Amazon JP Reader Review, Translation, 5.0 out of 5 stars. A love story that transcends gender, the meaning of self-thinking, along with love, friendship, loneliness, illness, death, and birth. Events that can happen to anyone in life are depicted from a slightly distant perspective, allowing me to put myself in. Every character has something to relate to. Strange incidents that occur one after another are woven into the characters' mental movements, so there is no feeling of muddiness. After I finished reading it, I felt nostalgic about that time. Recommended for all adults. Reviewed in Japan on December 21st, 2014. 5.0 out of 5 stars. The essence of hidden magic. Through this book, I was able to feel the gay world I didn't know, even though I lived in Hawaii for a long time. Even if you say LGBT in a word, you can see that each person has a different conflict, and I couldn't hide my shock at the reality I knew for the first time. The book carefully portrays the human connection among them, with conflict, anguish, escape, challenge, and search repeated in such a world, and I even felt as if they were there too. The book is not a gay love story, but a solid piece. I feel it's because Coco's psychical ability episodes intertwine with the unknown spiritual world of ancient Hawaii, giving the story a sense of magic. And above all, the appeal of this book, which is drawn in as much as you can read at once, is that you feel the author's rare psychic abilities and the three-dimensional humanity of the author who looks contrary to it. Reviewed in Japan on August 21st, 2020. 5.0 out of 5 stars. Full of realism that you can enjoy while reading. I became increasingly immersed in them, as if I had joined the group. There were scenes where it felt as if we were experiencing the characters' emotions together, and I was so excited and fidgety that I felt like I was in virtual reality. The image of Hawaii, I know, the human pattern from a different angle, the experience of feeling like a psychic, and the way each love is expressed, felt, and received. I can't put it into words well, but my heart is full. I'm glad I came across this book. Reviewed in the United States on February 15, 2022. 5.0 out of 5 stars. Stimulates psychic sense. It is an epic work written solely by the author, a channeler with extensive knowledge of Hawaiian culture. I felt it showed me how to overcome life's worries and conflicts that everyone can relate to. There are also mysterious elements that stimulate a psychic sense, making it worth reading. Reviewed in Japan on December 16, 2014. 5.0 out of 5 stars. You'll be drawn into the story as if you were experiencing it. I feel like I'm experiencing the joys, sorrows, and loneliness of the characters in my life, and I'm drawn in so much. There are many elements that make me think about how to live in the moment when I read it. Reviewed in Japan on January 1, 2015. 5.0 out of 5 stars. I want to swim with dolphins. I read a gay romance novel for the first time. A mysterious story that was not only about love, but also about my own liberation and life. It made me feel as if I were in Hawaii, and it overlapped with my own experiences. The fact that there are people like Hanalei who know when someone dies and come to pick them up makes both the dying person and the caretaker very happy. I was envious. Reviewed in Japan on January 23, 2015. 5.0 out of 5 stars. Exciting, the universe is connected. Don't underestimate energy. Love is everything. Reviewed in Japan on October 27, 2021. 4.0 out of 5 stars. Thanks for reading Blue Dolphins. The main reason I bought this book was to receive psychic healing energy. While reading it, I wondered why Makāula writes about the gay world. I learned that nothing prevents love from happening. I thought I understood what people with psychic abilities would encounter. I'm currently studying at a psychic healing school, and since reading this book, I sometimes have clear dreams and see messages in the form of letters. In other words, what I feel and hear takes visible form. Once I finished my studies, I decided to receive Makāula's healing. My dream is to become a psychic healer, like Makāula. Reviewed in Japan on February 20th, 2015. Swim and listen to the historical gay drama in the center of the Pacific. We are releasing a brand new episode every single day until the epic conclusion of the story. Each chapter delivers a tight, hyper-focused 15 to 45-minute hit of cinematic historical drama set in the tropical islands of Hawaii, the perfect daily plunge into the shattered world a millennium after 9/11. Watch the cinematic video trailer. Listen to the full novel now. Bookmark Blue Dolphins, the novel playlist, a great Argiad saga, Lexine, Volume 1, Talesia's playlist, Volume 2, Sacred Band playlist, and Divine Oracle. Unwritten words behind my novel playlist. Subscribe to follow the waves and currents of Forbidden Paradise love tales. Comment below.